added primer and all of that, so I'm just going to jump right in. So I'm going to be starting off with using this foundation by L'Oreal, the True Match one, I believe. I'm just going to apply that all over my face and just blend it out with my beauty blenders. I'm actually going to use a brush to blend this all out.
Do you know that my foundation is a lot lighter than my actual skin tone? And it all works out in the end, so don't really worry about the color match for now.
Now to kind of conceal and brighten up my under eye circles, I'm going to use the NYX concealer, Gotcha Covered, whatever it's called, and just blend that in. And this time I'm only applying it to my under eyes, just because, yeah, that's why. So we're going to start off with the mouth. For the mouth, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D eyeliner just as an outline. Yeah. And this is going to be just watch. So it does not have to be even. So that's just kind of like an outline right now. So once you kind of have like the outline going on your face, I'm just going to go in and fast forward this just a little bit, just to fix some minor things that I like messed up on. I don't really like it. No. Alright, so I messed up and I took it out, and I'm not going to be applying foundation on again just because I don't feel like it, so I'm just going to go straight ahead and try and draw it on again. This is kind of like the outline. So basically this is just trial and error and kind of just fixing it as you go. Everyone's is going to come out different, so don't try and copy exactly what I'm doing just because it's kind of going to be impossible to be the same, but you can perfect it. Alright, so this is it. We're just going to fill it in now.
So for this, I just grabbed any random brush and I used a black eyeshadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette, which honestly it was really taking forever, and it wasn't even giving me a dark pigmentation.
That's taking so long, bro.
I ended up just using a black eyeliner by Kat Von D, and honestly this was a whole lot easier just because the tip was finer and pointier, and it was just easier to get in those tiny areas that the brush couldn't get into, and it really helped with also the pigmentation because it was very black.
Okay, now once we're finally finished with this, I'm gonna move on to the eyes. I already primed it and everything.
For the crease, I used an orange shade from the Androgyny palette by Jeffree Star, and I'm just applying that on the crease area and blending it out evenly. So then I moved on to a black eyeshadow by the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm applying that only on my eyelids. With a fluffier brush, we're going to grab the orange shade we used earlier, and we're going to use that to blend out these two shades together to have kind of like a gradient effect going on and making it look also seamlessly. And we can't also forget our lower lash lines to add those two shades in there just so it kind of looks equal, if that makes sense. With a more denser and thinner brush, I grabbed that orange shade and I kind of put it under my eyes to have that kind of tear effect, I guess, and I blended it out and made it look kind of like it was fading out. And I'm going to be doing the same thing on my forehead, and also make sure to blend it out and make sure it's not so harsh on the edges. And I also brought that down to my chin. I know you can't really see it, but I basically just followed a straight line down my face. And now I'm grabbing a smudging brush, and I grabbed one of the dark shades on the Dragony palette, and I'm going to use that to kind of add some definition into the center of that orange shade, and I'm going to be blending it out with my fingers as well. And finally, we're going to add the glitter that I used from NYX in gold, and I'm just going to be applying that where I put the orange shade and on my lids as well.
Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and add some eyelashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, now I have my eyelashes in place, so what I'm gonna do to make the mouth look just a little bit more realistic, I'm gonna grab that brush that I used earlier to add on the black eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna use that to kind of create a shadow. And I'm only adding that to the corners of each part. These small details that really add a lot to the makeup look, in my opinion. And also, you want to kind of like do dabbing motions instead of not rubbing it on. Okay, once you have that, I'm gonna go in with another fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go back into the Jeffree and Dragony palette, and I'm gonna grab that orange shade we used earlier as well. And I'm also gonna put that all over where the corners of the mouth are, and just bring it upwards. It doesn't have to be in a very neat way. And now I'm gonna add some orange on this side as well, like right here at the temples of my chica. I don't know, the temples of my head, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna keep adding on. I'm gonna darken up my eyebrows. Alright, so now that the eyebrows are done and taken care of, I want to go back in with the eyeliner that we used on the entire mouth, and I'm gonna draw on the nose. And it's basically a circle divided in half, so it's not really that difficult. Okay, so what I recommend doing is putting some powder on your nose and then drawing on it, just because I was a little oily, because I get oily on my T-zone, so it was a little bit difficult to draw it on. As you can see, it's kind of like the pigmentation didn't come off so much, just because I was oily in the area. And now, as you can see, I'm just filling it in. Also, I do want to mention that I put black eyeshadow on top of this, just as a setting powder, so that way throughout the day it doesn't smudge or go all over the place. I'm just letting this kind of dry, and then I'm going to go over and draw again. I'm going to go in with a very thin brush, thin brush, and I'm going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh my gosh, no. Use that little brush to kind of set this. And the nose is not perfect, but I did my very best. This is the finished results. Yeah, if you made it this far into the video, please do not forget to give this a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Maybe tell me what other look you want me to create next. I'm gonna leave or I'm going to try and remember to leave all of the products that I used down below, because I know I was kind of in a rush in this video, which is because I was kind of in a rush. I decided to do this last minute, but you guys probably don't care, so yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.